Hey boys and girls, Melon Man, Coach John here. Just checking in with you today. I want to talk to you a little bit today about something that is foundational to creating success in your life. If you want to lose weight, if you want to heal pain, if you want to fix any sickness, illness, or disease, if you want to make more money, if you want to fix your relationship, at the crux of all of this is a change of mind, right? And the change of mind happens only if you decide you're ready to make a change in your mind. Like, I can't make you change your mind. I've been a coach for 30 years. I've worked with thousands of people. I've seen thousands of people come into my studio over 30 years. And I've seen thousands of people lose the weight, and I've seen thousands of people gain it back again. So I have to tell you that I don't want you to lose the weight and gain it back again. And I want to tell you that the reason why people lose the weight and gain it back again is because they did all the physical things. They did the exercise and they changed the food, but they didn't do the mental work that's required to change the mind. Therefore, as soon as they stopped engaging in the physical practices of coming to the gym or following the nutrition plan, they just gained the weight back again, because they haven't changed themselves fundamentally at the level of the mind. It's the thoughts and the words that have to change. Thoughts, words, habits, behaviors. Thoughts, words create the habits and behaviors. If I want to get new habits and behaviors to create a different life, I need to change the thoughts and the words. That begins with a quiet practice. This is the mental reset part. This is the mental rejig that every single buddy that wants to change their life needs to do. Okay? I mean, meditation is at the core, the root of this. It's foundational. Meditation is sitting with the mind, with the thoughts. Now, the problem with meditation, there is no problem with meditation. The problem with meditation is, for the beginner, you don't know how to do it, right? At the beginning, I suggest you start with guided meditations, and I'll make sure that I include a couple of guided meditations that I do myself, and I put it inside of the program here. And I suggest and recommend that you refer to those guided meditations and practice them. So just having someone guide you along mentally until you learn how to guide yourself along. That's what has to happen. And that's what I want to have happen is over, 12-week period, I want you to learn how to create your own personal morning quiet practice, right? How to create your own personal meditation, your own incantation. And I'll tell you, all of this stuff comes from practicing. Just because you say, I don't know how to do it, or I don't know how to do that, or I'm not very good at that, or I can't sit with my thoughts, if that's how you've been, that's okay. It doesn't matter how you've been. Anything can change with a little bit of practice. Have I said that yet? Practice is at the root of this. In order to change, I need to practice something that I'm not good at until I get good at it, so that my life can change, can be different. That's quiet practice. So what I'm going to do in this program is I'm going to teach you how to meditate, right? For yourself. You can learn how to do it. I'll tell you, it's a combination of mindfulness, and I'm going to define these things for you and explain them to you, affirmations, goal setting, or my thought wheel, which I also include in my free 10-day trial, thought wheel, hero's journey, is another exercise that I include in my free 10-day trial. You can get it all on my website. Breathwork. Because meditation at its root is really, the Buddha was sitting under the tree, the Buddha tree, and he sat watching his breath, right? It's breath, sitting with the breath, where we can sit and be still with the thoughts that are present in the mind. And it's mental work. And it's not easy and it's not comfortable, especially at the beginning. I know it's uncomfortable at the beginning. Don't worry, that will pass. With practice, your mind will settle. At first, it feels agitated and uncomfortable. Don't worry, I promise, it will pass. You'll become better at this. Mindfulness is a great way to start. Mindfulness is just breathing and observing the thoughts in the mind. Okay, so you may have a happy thought, you may have a sad thought, you may have an angry thought, you may have a frustrated thought, you may have a jealousy thought. You're going through thoughts that are inside of your head, but what you want to do when you're being mindful is you don't want to react to the thoughts, because this is what most people do. They get up in the morning, and then they're sitting in bed and they're thinking about something that happened yesterday or something that they got to do today, and they start to react. They start to get into a mood in response, reacting to the thoughts. This is what most people do. This is how most people start the day. They get up, they start thinking about what they got to do, and then they start reacting in their mind emotionally, because emotions are a result of what we're thinking about in our minds. So the feelings are a result. So if I want to start feeling better every single day, I got to start doing the right thought work every single day. So I got to begin my day with a quiet practice where I am managing, taking control of my thought. It's a practice. Mindfulness is just an observation of the thoughts, not reacting to the thoughts. Just watching them. There they go. Okay, there it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Not reacting to the thoughts. Okay? Just observing mindfulness. Affirmation is another excellent tool where you actually start to use your mind to think and make a decision and choose. Choose to affirm, speak over yourself or speak in your mind. Speak out loud or speak in your mind. Affirm to yourself or to others, outwardly or inwardly inside of yourself. Affirm your power. Affirmations are just thinking, making decisions, choosing your power, choosing love, choosing power. Affirmations. I am the power. I am the creator of my life. I am love. I am energy. I am frequency. I am health. I am rich. I am happy. I am abundant. These are affirmations. They're just affirming my power. I can do this in my mind, right? I can affirm in my mind while I lay in bed just to start my day. Quiet practice. Start your day with a quiet practice. End your day with a quiet practice. Bookend your day. Begin and end your day with the right frequency, the right emotional state, the right energetic feeling, the right frequency and vibration. Bring yourself to the right frequency and vibration. Once you start to get accustomed to that frequency and vibration, the highest frequency and vibration, your greatest expression, your greatest light, your greatest love, your highest frequency. That's your love. That's your love. You're giving love to yourself. You wake up in the morning and you bring yourself to your highest frequency. Quiet practice. It's taking charge of your moment. 20 minutes. Begin and end your day this way. If you can do it in the middle of the day, awesome if you can do it again. We got to start becoming conscious of the thoughts that we're thinking, the energy that we're putting out there. Breathwork is what I'm focusing on today. All of these are aspects of teaching you how to learn how to create your own personal incantation meditation, your own positive thoughts and words, your own personal affirmation statement that you can say to yourself in the morning and before bed to bring yourself into the right energetic space. You can say it during your day. You could rehearse it while you're driving. You can say it to yourself. It's just thoughts and words that you say to yourself in your mind or out loud. Both are awesome. Out loud is awesome. Thinking and speaking over yourself and over your life. Right? Now, breath work is, getting right to the heart of just the core. Without breath, you'd be dead in minutes. Breath is the real root, the real core. So we're coming to the breath, right? Without breath, we would all be dead in a few minutes. Every single cell in my body needs oxygen. Every single cell in my body is releasing carbon dioxide. I need to take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. This is cellular metabolism. This is life. This is human experience. Breathing is life. Life is controlled by the breath. Coming to the breath is how we come into our power. It's how we come into our life. It's how we come into our love. Focus on the breath. Breath work, okay? It's breath work. The power of now, the power of the present, the power of our universe is always here. It doesn't turn off, it doesn't shut down, it doesn't sleep. It's always here, it's always present. Now, it's always here in the present moment, always in the now, right? So, we need to practice being in the now. This is meditation, mindfulness, affirmation, quiet practice, starting and ending your day in the right place, mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically, right? So today I want to talk about breath work, coming into the foundation here, the core, the root, the breath, okay? I want to teach you 5 different breaths today. Come on, let's make a little shift. Let's work on 5 different breaths today. And the first breath that I want to introduce you to is the power breath. And all it is, with breath work is you just got to get yourself into a comfortable position. You could do it lying down in your bed. As you wake up in the morning, you don't need to do anything. You can just lean over in your bed and you can just breathe and you can think. It can be as simple as that. You can put something on your ears. You can listen to something on your phone. You could put some earphones in, or you could turn on something on YouTube. You could listen to somebody that motivates you or inspires you. You could turn on a message from me or from somebody else. Something that gets you into the right energetic footprint for your day, to begin your day. Coming to your focus on your breath and on your thoughts. Now, thoughts are 2 things. Thoughts are choice, decision, and thoughts are imagination. Okay? That's basically the fundamentals of meditation. Okay? Breath work is just an aspect of meditation. Breath work is just only the breathing part. Okay? So I want to introduce you to some breath work today and then slowly bring in a little bit of intention and imagination. And you'll understand it more as we move through. Okay? The first breath I want to do today is the power breath. And the power breath is not complicated. Breath work is not complicated. All it is it's just saying, look, I'm going to claim my power right now. I have power. I'm accepting to myself. I'm saying to myself, I believe that I have power. I believe I have access to power. I believe that there's power in me. There is life energy in me. There's life in me. There's power in me. There's love in me. And I'm going to summon that energy and connect to that energy. And I'm going to do it just by breathing. Believing that if I just focus on the breath, on the here, on the now, if I come to the present, which is right here, right now, what do I need right now? I need to breathe. If I don't breathe, I'll die. So if I just focus on what I need, then I'm coming to the present. I'm coming to right here, right now. Right now, what do I need? I just need to breathe right now. If I just focus on what I need right now, I bring myself to the present. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 minutes back here on the clock. You see my clock timer back here? We're gonna do 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do 3 minutes of quick inhales and exhales. So we're gonna hyper-oxygenate the body. We're gonna take in a lot of oxygen, which is going to change the physiology inside of the body. It's gonna change the body's chemistry, the body's physiology, the pH of the body, okay? Oxygen has a negative charge. So as I oxygenate the body, I'll actually bring a current and energy into the body. So I'm going to hyperoxygenate. I'm going to bring electrical current, a charge, a power into the body with oxygenation. I'm going to hyperoxygenate for 3 minutes, taking in breaths as quickly as I can. For 3 minutes, I'm going to try to hyperoxygenate myself, fill myself with oxygen. The last 5 or 10 breaths, I'm going to be very specific. I want to make sure that I take the breath in as full as I can. Full inhale. Fill my belly. Full exhale. Full inhale. Full exhale. The last 5 or 10 breaths, I want you to make sure that they are full inhale, full exhale. We're going to go 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to set the clock back here. We're going to do 3 minutes. Hyperoxygenation, taking in oxygen as quickly as we can. Then we're going to hold that oxygen inside. We're going to take 5 or 10 full breaths, full inhale, full exhale. Then we're going to hold the breath as long as we can. If you can hold it for 30 seconds, awesome. If you can hold it for a minute, awesome. Do what you can. Hold your breath inside. This is all changing the physiology inside the body. We're taking charge. We're coming into the power of right now. We're claiming our power right here, right now, with a power breath, taking a power moment. Okay? Let's do that together. It's 5 minutes of breath work to take charge of my energy right here, right now. 3 minutes is on the clock. I'm just getting myself into a comfortable position. You can do this sitting. You can do this laying, wherever you like. And we're breathing fully. One minute and 30 seconds left. We're hyperoxygenating the body. Just practicing. Try it out. Oxygenate your body. Deep, full breaths. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Last minute, I want you to be very conscious of making sure that your inhale breath is complete. Really full your chest. Really full your belly with as big a breath of oxygen as you can take. Same thing on the expiration. When you breathe out, make sure you expire everything. Empty out your diaphragm. 30 seconds to go. Full breaths. Now we're going to hold our breath for a minute. Big inhale, full exhale, hold your breath. That's 30 seconds. If you need to breathe now, no problem. If you can hold your breath for longer, awesome. If you can hold your breath for a minute, awesome. Holding that breath invigorates the body. It incubates your energy inside. Understanding that the body is a series of energy centers. Starting low, the lower energy centers, the first three chakras, the root chakras, are down low. Right? This is where our safety, our security, our sexuality, our root energy, our primal energy is down here. Right? Our passion is here. Our joy and happiness, our desires are here. We want to try to lift that energy up to our higher energy centers. So we have the first three chakras, and then the middle one, the heart chakra, where we can now start to transmute things into love. We want to try to bring our energy up from the sexual energy root, and not that there's anything wrong with, expending our energy that comes out from us here. We can, obviously engage with our life just getting all of our satisfaction sexually. That can be a way of joy and happiness. Or we can take that sexual energy and we can intentionally lift that energy up to our heart. And then we can express that energy up through our voice, up through our third eye, out the crown of our head, out, and share our energy with the rest of our world. Right? We can expend our energy, or we can draw our energy up and allow it to work its way through us. Right? And move out into our life this way. Our breath, we can incubate our energy inside by holding our breath, and when we let it out, we put that intentional loving energy out into the world. So if we're intending love for self and intending love for all others, it comes out in our breath. We've incubated that breath. We've intended that into the breath. And so as we exhale, we put it out there now. Right? We're putting our energy, our intentions out into the world with our breath. We're claiming our power. We're changing our frequency. We're changing our vibration. We're changing our body's pH. We're changing our body's physiology. Okay? Breathwork. The second breath that I want to teach today is going to be the balancing breath. And in order to teach the balancing breath, I'm going to need to incorporate a timer here. So I'm going to use the timer here on my phone. Okay, so I mean, a timer is not. So hopefully you can hear that. just got a chime going on there in the back, right? It's on 70 beats per minute. I've just turned on a metronome there, and a metronome is just something you can grab off of the internet for free. You can download it on your phone. I've just got a metronome going there. I've got it at 70 beats per minute, so it's just keeping a constant, steady time. Now if you notice the metronome there, it's got 8 chimes to it. Just make note of it first. If you see, it's got a tick and a talk. Can you notice the ticks and the talks? So it goes 4 chimes, and then a tick, and then 4 talks, and then a tick, right? So what I want you to do, and you can adjust your metronome time for whatever you like. I've got it at 70 beats per minute. That's what I like. It works good for my breath and my timing, but you could adjust for your own. I have a very big breath because I've been practicing for a while. But if your breath is shallow or you can't take as deep a breath as me, that's okay. You can make adjustments with your metronome timing. It's not a problem. But what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in for 8 beats and breathe out for 8 beats. Right? This is what I call a balancing breath. And you could do this in bed, just like the power breath. You could do this, during the day. You could just shut the door in your bedroom or in your office and just practice your balancing breath for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. It's just taking the time to be conscious for a few minutes to work on your breath work. Here's a second breath. It's not one is better than the other. It's whatever you like. Just giving you some different tools for your toolbox. Okay? This is tools, ways of increasing your frequency, ways of increasing your vibration. If we rise up our frequency and vibration, we change the experience that we have in our life. The balancing breath is going to be 8 breaths in and 8 breaths out. Just balancing the breath. And we're just going to practice that for a couple of minutes. I'll set my clock. It's set for 3 minutes. We're going to practice it for 3 minutes. I'd like you to practice along. It's one thing to just look and watch. It's another thing to actually engage and practice. The practice is what gives you the result, the feeling, right? Here comes the clock. I'm starting it up. We're working on a balancing breath. 8 beats in, 8 beats out. Working on the breath. Ready? Go. Just watching your breath. Focus on your breath. Stay with your breath. I'm just in a comfortable position. It doesn't matter where you are, wherever you feel comfortable. Get yourself comfortable, feet flat if you can. Wherever you can sit and you're supported, or lay and you're supported, and you can focus on your breathing. 8 beats in, 8 beats out. Just balancing your in and out breath. What happens during our day is we get agitated and we start shallow breathing. I want to try to expand your breath with a bit of breath practice. Just practice nice full breaths for another minute and a half here. Practicing full breaths. 8 beats in and 8 beats out. I really try to make sure that my full inhale is complete, a full breath, my full capacity of breath is taken in, and I really make sure that I expire all of my air when I breathe out. 30 seconds left in this practice. And that's it. There's 3 minutes of a balancing breath. As simple as that. So this is what happens during the day, is that we get offset by something during our day, and then we start shallow breathing or not breathing or holding our breath, and then this changes our body's pH, and then this changes our body's frequency, and then we feel the emotional response. We're not happy during our day. Just watching the breath and becoming conscious of the breath and taking time to reoxygenate the body is a wonderful thing. Now, my next breath is going to be a box breath. We're going to practice it for 3 minutes again. The clock's going to chime here in a moment. We're going to breathe in for 8 beats and hold for 8 beats and breathe out for 8 beats and pause for 8. So it's a box breath. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 8. Express your breath for 8. Pause for 8. This is a box breath. Breathe in for 8. Pause. Out for 8. Hold. In for 8. Hold. Pause. There's 3 minutes again practicing the box breath. Now I like the box breath because it allows us to add another dimension. while after I inhale my full breath, and I hold that breath inside, I have an opportunity now, while I've got that breath inside, to incubate and sit with the breath. So I can intend upon the breath. So I'm holding the breath inside my chest, inside my belly, inside my body. And the breath is being incubated by my thoughts, by my emotions, by my feelings, by my frequency, by my vibration that's inside of me. I hold it inside, and then I let it out. I release my breath out into my world. Right? Each inhale and exhale with my world is me sharing with my world. Every exhale, my carbon dioxide is being given out to the world. The trees and the plants breathe it in. As I breathe in the oxygen that comes from the trees and the plants. Do you see that each breath is a circle of life, where we're feeding the universe, and the universe is nourishing us. We're just getting into the natural flow, the natural circle of energy that is here. We're just aligning ourselves with the natural energies. This is breath work. This is coming into the power of the present, coming into now. The next breath I want to introduce you to is what I call the intentional breath. It's really an opportunity now to be breathing and then affirming something over top. So you could affirm things in your mind. You could turn on some positive affirmation thoughts. Or, you know what? I can affirm for you positive affirmations. I can speak positive affirmations while we practice. So I'll positively affirm some positive words while we're working on our breath. It's just like we're intentionally thinking about these words, these thoughts, while we're breathing and pulling the energy up to our heart, incubating our energy, bringing our energy up to the higher energy centers, and allowing the energy to move and circulate out into my world. A higher energy I'm sharing with my world. I'm imagining, engaging with my world with a higher energy. It's an intention. Something I imagine in my mind. Something I think about. Thoughts are things. Thoughts create things. Thoughts create reality. Whatever you think creates your reality. Whatever you believe creates your reality. Whatever lack or limitation you have in your mind is blocking you from your health, your wealth, and your love. We need to break through the lack and limitation that every single one of us has in our minds that we've developed from being out in society. Society teaches us these bad mental habits. Mental and emotional habits that must be broken. Mental and emotional habits that are making us sick, unhappy, unhealthy, low energy. We're changing these things. The next one here is the intentional breath. Basically, it is the box breath, but I'm adding affirmations. So for 3 minutes, we're going to be working on the box breath. 8 beats in, 8 beats hold, 8 beats out, 8 beats pause. And while I'm holding the breath inside, I'm affirming things to you that you could be affirming in your own mind. This is what meditation is. Just saying things inside of your head while you're breathing. Do you see how this is just developing your own meditation practice? This is how it happens, through practice. I'm going to turn on the clock. We're going to go for 3 minutes, working on our box breath, working on our affirmations, working on our intentions, working on our breath. Ready? minutes just working on your box breath while I positively affirm I am the power in my life. I am the creator of my life. I accept responsibility for my life. If I want my life to change, I have to change it. Nobody is going to change my life for me. I have to change my emotional state. My emotional state is a response, a result, an effect of what I think. I am thinking positive things. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am enough. I am born a child of the universe. I am perfect as I am. I am love. I am pure, loving energy. I am white light and unconditional love. I am purifying my mind with white light and pure, unconditional love, rising up from my root chakra. I'm drawing up the energy from my root into my heart and incubating that energy with my loving energy. I love me. I love you. I love my life. So that's just thinking and saying some things to myself, some positive things, just being my own best friend. That's all it is. It's just being kind to yourself. The way that you think and speak to yourself. Now, affirmations are powerful statements, decisions. I am in control of my life. I am the power in my life. I am the creator of my life. I am love. I am worthy. I am valuable. Right? I can't make you believe those things. And when you sit and say those things, you may feel resistance in your body. I think that's very common and very normal. I used to have a lot of resistance in my body with all of these words and statements. But with practice and rehearsal, all of the resistance within us can be removed. I am love. You can say that to yourself. You can imagine that in your mind. Now understand that thought is two things. Thought is the decision, the affirmation. I want to be healthy. I want to be well. I want to be happy. I want to be loving. I want to be filled with love. I want my life to be filled with love. I want everything in my life to be filled with love. I want love coming up out of me and love moving out through me into my entire life. I want love with me, love with my wife, my children, my career, my clients, my future. I want to leave love here for everyone. Okay? So that's affirmation of what I want to do, what I want to create. That's a decision that I want to create those things. And then the next part of thought is always two. There's imagination, the actual idea, picturing how it actually happens. So I say, I want to be loving with everyone. But then I think about how could I be loving with everyone? So the imagination is like the how-to part. So I say, I want to share love with everyone. And then the imagination says, well, how to do it? So you start to get a vision in your mind of what that would actually look like or how that could actually look. You need to spend some creative time thinking about something that you want to create in your life. If you want to create love for self or love for others, if If you want to make a change in your career, if you want to make more money, if you want to change your future, your relationship with yourself or with anybody else, it starts in the imagination, the creative recess of your mind. Human power, creative power is in the imagination. So now I'm going to put on the box breath again. 8 beats in, 8 beats hold, 8 beats out, 8 beats pause. And we're going to work on our imagination. I'm going to be sending some ideas to you for you to image in your mind while you're breathing. You're imagining these things happening in your body and your life. Okay, it's just using our imagination. I call this a healing breath, a changing breath, right? 3 minutes to finish off for today. Working on your box breath to start this off. 8 breaths in. Holding for 8. Releasing for 8. Pausing for 8. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of imagination. If you could imagine now, with each inhale breath that you take in, that you're drawing up your energy. That you're drawing up your energy from your root chakra. You're inviting it up with each inhale. And when you hold it inside, you're holding it inside your root chakra. You're holding it inside your heart chakra. You're incubating it in your heart. You're holding that oxygen inside and you're holding it up with love. You're lovingly holding it. And then you're releasing it. You're putting it out, your loving energy now, into your universe. This is an imagination. This is an imagination drill where you're imagining pulling up your energy from your root with each inhale, holding it inside, and then breathing it out into your world, sharing your loving light with your world. And pause, holding it inside. Now, if you can just imagine your body and your life healing completely. Any physical pain that you have in your body, you can imagine it all healing. You can imagine your loving energy coming up and filling every nook and cranny of your body with healing, loving, light energy. That's all it is. It's just a sitting, a time to sit and take conscious time. That's all it is. Just taking conscious time, quiet practice. We just did breath work today, but we could have done affirmations. We did a little bit of affirmations. We did a little bit of imagination. We combined it. Imagination and intention with our breath. Right? Meditation is just affirming things in your mind, thinking things in your mind while you're breathing. It's not complicated. Okay? You can do it. You can learn how to do it. It takes practice. But with practice, we can get good at anything. Whatever we practice, we will get good at. You can heal your life. You can change your life. You can do it with your own loving energy. You can love yourself. You can love your partner. You can love your children. You can love your job. You can love your health and your wealth. You can love your entire life. It can happen to every single one of us. The frequency and vibration rises as we practice. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific